My name's Camilleri.
And your position or?
I'm the Edukarting tutor here. I get brought over from the UK, and I come over here maybe once or twice a year, and I help bringing karting back into the Bahamas.
Okay, we'll just talk about how the program's been going. I know this is the fifth year. Fifth year of the program. Just talk about the development you've seen in a lot of the kids.
Well, a lot of the kids, as you know, in the Bahamas, people come from various backgrounds here in the Bahamas, and what we try and do is instill some life skills. It's not all about the racing. The racing is what we call the carrot, okay? So if we invite the kids along to maybe do a business course, they're not really interested. If we tell them it's a motorsport course, they want to come all the time. And yeah, we don't just teach them about racing, we teach them about budgeting, we teach them about financing, art and design, and various life skills which they can take on into business or into job interviews in the future, which will hopefully put them in a good position in life.
And have you seen a lot of the kids, I guess, grasp some of those skills that they thought they may not have gotten coming into the camp?
Yes. Like for an example, we have students from Doris Johnson from our very first course. We had feedback from their teachers. Literally, with spending a week working with ourselves, their grades jumped up from an F to a B grade within the space of a 2-month period. So we try and instill discipline, make sure that they turn up on time and things like that. So again, when it comes to working in future life, when they get employment, they're not turning up late for work and things like that. It's all about teamwork.
And in taking it back to the track for a second, in terms of the sport of karting itself, do you see great potential in the Bahamas, I guess, based on what you've seen from a lot of the racers?
Yes, of course. What a lot of people don't actually know as well is back in 1959 was the first ever karting World Championship was actually held here in Nassau at Oaks Field. Not a lot of people, even the Bahama people, do not know this. So our goal is to, again, bring the World Championships back here in maybe 2 or 3 years' time. So bring it back to its heritage, where it all started, which a lot of people don't know. And as you can see on the carts, we have a number panel on the front of the cart, which was actually introduced in 1959 in Nassau, and every single cart in the world has one of these panels on it, and it's actually called a Nassau panel. So every team that races in the world has these panels, and so there's a part of the Bahamas on every single cart in the world.
And lastly, what growth can you see for the Edukarting program in the immediate future? Like, what improvements would you like to see next year, perhaps the year after that?
Well, obviously funding is a big issue. A lot of this is funding from a gentleman who comes from the UK. Again, he puts a lot of his own time, a lot of his own effort, a lot of his own finance into this. We get help with the government, we get help with various sponsors, but it never covers the complete cost. So we do put a lot into this ourselves, but the results that we get from the children is fabulous. The turnaround from day one to the end of the week, we have 5 days with them, and if you see them at the beginning of the week and then you see them at the end of the week, the results are truly amazing. They actually become a team and work together, and they realise if you work together, you're going to reach your goal a lot faster than if you work on your own, you're going to get there a lot slower. So this is kind of what we're trying to get into these children.